All right, guys, it is Saturday night. Got really busy last night, Friday night. The night I would normally do this and did not get a chance to come out here and train. And then I've really been worn down and sick. Had a medicine miscommunication this week. Switching over from the medicine that I used to help get me over the flu to the cortisone that I normally use. And that took several days of me really doing nothing but sleeping. So if you saw me training on Wednesday, I woke up Wednesday, came downstairs, began cooking lunch for everybody, and went to the couch and slept on the couch, woke up and had to order food by the time everybody got here. And then grabbed my stuff and went to the gym, got to the gym and slept on the floor before squats for 30 minutes. And then did my front squat session, and then slept on the floor again for another 30 minutes and went outside, did Viking press, and then came inside and did incline dumbbells. Came straight home, went to sleep in my chair. And it was really been that way until Thursday night when I figured out what was going on. So corrected that, feeling better. So out here tonight, I know Kentucky won. I got fired up against Florida. Man, that was a tough game, tough game. And see, came out here and I knew I wanted to do something fun, and I know that tomorrow I've got deadlifts and bench press. So if I do too much today, I'm going to be trashed for tomorrow, and not just physically, because it's the beginning of a new block in deadlift training. So really and bench press is just volume, getting the reps in. But for the deadlift, I don't have to be good tomorrow. If I go into the training session sore and then drop my training max another 10%, that's probably well advised. My big issue is that do I end up wearing myself down, kind of exhaustion level? Because then again, I want to come back out on Monday and play with some sandbags. And really a lot of the Monday sandbag session is just getting out here and having fun, doing nothing really heavy, but doing kind of some rows with the sandbags. I know I'm going to go into it sore, so I want to do something that makes me feel better by being out here and training by the end of the training session. So came out here today and I wanted to hit some fives on the log, and I wanted to hit kind of some push presses, push jerks, something like that. And I figured out the number that I needed to hit based on a light training max for push press. I'm pretty doggone sure what I did today was not a PR5. I didn't check, I didn't want to know, but it shouldn't be. What I did feel in my warm-ups, I felt my spine a good little bit when I didn't brace and tuck in, and when I didn't focus on, staying upright and shooting straight up. I went back a little more and tucked and created that little bend in my spine and drove down. And those little spots in my spine where nothing is good was taking the weight of the dip, the drive, and the press. So my last set, my set of 5, corrected that, I think, and got the 5 that I needed. Feeling a little bit of chest, a good little bit of legs, some upper back, and some triceps. So if I can get all of those things a little bit stronger, man, that's good news, guys. Really, really good news. So I came out here, and then I'm going to move over here and do some stones, and I'm really, really late. Didn't begin stones till like midnight 15, midnight 20, and I wanted to do some every minute on the minute rounds. I wanted to do an isometric with a really light stone, and then I wanted to load a stone to a low platform, and then I wanted to load something a little bit heavier than that over here to the barrel, to a little bit lower platform. I don't want to get hurt. I don't want to be super fatigued. I don't want my back to be messed up, and I haven't loaded stones in a few weeks. So well, that's either a good thing or a bad thing. Bicep feels good thinking about it. Body felt it really the way that I wanted it to. Did not wear a belt, guys. Did not wear a belt. I do have on 3 grip shirts. Hardest part of that was getting all 3 on. Mostly just because my buddy Kel Beck mentioned something about how people didn't need to wear grip shirts. They could just get stronger. He didn't mean it that way either. I'm saying it totally the wrong way. He says everything in a motivational way. At least that's the way I read it every time he writes something. He just meant, hey, you don't have to spend money on a grip shirt. Just get used to doing it normal, like we did for the first 20 years of me being in the sport. But I've got 3 grip shirts, and I put them on, and I'm going to send him a photo of me doing that. But it was hard. And I love all of them, but this Vice grip shirt, dude, it's another level grip, all the way down front and back. It's just different level grip. That log, everything just goes right up it. The issue with that is if you're doing the axle and you don't get it perfectly, you're stuck. It won't go up either. It's not that it just won't go down, it's not going up either. So my Train Strongman shirts, I really love them as well. They provide enough grip to grab something if you've got weight pressing against you, but you don't get stuck on either one of those. So did the stones, got through the rounds that I wanted to, did the log, got what I wanted to, and then Humor Beer delivered their new beer, the Carob Imperial Stout. I like their oatmeal stout. That's the really, really dark beer, and this is another level. This is 9.1%. 9.1%. That tastes like Guinness. Guinness plus a little something sweet. It's not the bitter IPA. Oh, it's still hitting flavors. Tastes like it has some kind of berries in it. Maybe that's the carob. But when the first taste on the mouth, this is my first one I've had. The first taste in the mouth is Guinness, but the aftertaste isn't bitter like Guinness. About 3 seconds later, it's really sweet. And you know why? You know why you make a 9.1% beer? Because its freezing point is about 5 degrees colder Fahrenheit than a regular, normal, standard 5% beer. You can get it extra cold without it turning into ice and exploding. Who doesn't like cold beer? Who doesn't like cold beer? Good job, Humor. Man, I don't know if I could have a bunch of those, but buddy, I could have one of those with a big old burger. Man, I just wanted to say to my buddies at Bono Restaurant, it's really the only place that I go out and eat. They have amazing burgers for going out to eat. You guys know I like American Food Truck, but the Bono Burgers, they've got a mushroom, blue cheese thing, and he gets me some little, some spicy sauce on the side. And I normally get their IPA. Guys, you gotta start carrying this. This is gonna go amazing with that blue cheeseburger. So anyway, guys, I've got to recover. Tomorrow's going to be some deadlifts, beginning of a new training cycle for me. It is well after midnight, which means I've got to work a little bit. My son is still in there. You can see him through the window looking at me. My youngest son is still in there. I got to get him to bed. I got 3 programs to write tonight. And if you haven't noticed, I'm using 2 cameras. So I've got my iPhone camera rolling. That's what I've been using for the last year. I've got my DSLR. I want to start using my DSLR again because the microphone is better, and I'm sure, actually I know that I've got the settings off wrong on the microphone, but I want to play with it. I want to figure out the best settings, and my light that is always mounted on that DSLR camera, really, really good camera, the light has just died, and I can't get another one, and I can't seem to get batteries for the other lights that I have. And it really needs a good quality mounted light on the DSLR camera for it to look like it should, like it really, really should. It's much better quality. You get frame grabs, photo grabs from the DSLR compared to the iPhone. The iPhone is just much, much easier just to set up. And then it's so much easier just to edit on your phone and then post it to YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, that sort of thing. Whereas the DSLR, it's got to go through my computer. I've got to edit it on Adobe Premiere Pro, and then go from there. So, but I want to play with it because I want to start doing some more talking heads videos. You guys asking questions, me giving answers. I've got some motivational stuff coming down the pipeline, some serious stuff, some fun and funny stuff. And a lot of that requires, I think, a better lens than what you're getting with the iPhone camera, and a much better microphone. And I can run microphones, external microphones from the DSLR, clip it on here, you get my voice much, much better with all this other noise. So I think that's it, guys. I think that's it. That beer. So I'm gonna get cleaned up. We will see you guys tomorrow, and then maybe again Monday if I survive. Have a great one, guys. Enjoy it. Oh, my foot is stuck to the stone with the tacky. Oh, wonderful. Wonderful.
And he calmly knocks it down. What a gutsy second half for Kentucky.
Oh, my gosh.
Lays it in. 3.4 to go. And they get it into Shepard again. And he'll go to the line again. Boy, for a young team, after a difficult first half, Kentucky hasn't turned the ball over in the second half. Down the stretch, they've hit big free throws and intelligently getting it to Reed Shepard at every opportunity to make sure that he's the guy at the line. He's now made his last 5 in the last minute or so of game action. Sit here.
This is what drives me nuts. 0.4 seconds to go. Stream just does that.